Hey guys, it's Ep5 and welcome back to episode 5 of my Liverpool career mode. Now today's episode, we've got plenty of matches to get through. The first game is against Leicester City. That's in the league for us to play. It's an away match for us. We're currently just 1 point in front of second place Man City, so it's an important game that we try and win. 3 days later, we're then hit with another match, and it's a game against Copenhagen. Is that how you pronounce the name? Something like that anyway, in the group stage of the Champions League. So again, another match we need to try and win because we're not doing fantastically well in the Champions League. We've been dropping some points, and so we do need to try and beat them if we can in order to try and get a little bit further up our group table. Then again against Newcastle, again that's just 4 or 5 days time I think afterwards. So there's a few games coming up in a row, but then there's a bit more of a break if we are able to get onto the game against United at home in the league. So hopefully we can do that in today's episode. We're going to try and get through 4 matches if we can. We'll have to wait and see though how we get on for time. Before we get into things though, if we could try and hit 100 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also please go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well. That'd be absolutely fantastic too. What I'm going to start doing probably every weekend is starting to have an option of getting like a bonus episode at 100 likes, that sort of thing. So we will be sort of building up to that as we get there, which will probably be in the next couple of episodes. It'll probably be this weekend that I'll start doing that, I think, now, just so when you guys do hit that target, you'll get yourself another episode out straight away. But let's crack on with today's episode against Leicester City, and let's take a look at the team. Okay, so this is the team I'm going to go with. We're going to have Alisson starting goal for us, Klein, Van Dijk, De Ligt and Robertson in defence. We've got Chan, Cook and Henderson in midfield, with Shaqiri, Firmino and Salah as our front three. So a few changes to the team, a game in about 3 days' time, so we can't go completely full strength. We've got to also think about that match as well, especially with us not doing fantastically well at the moment in the Champions League. This bench I've gone with, plenty of good options for us though. Mane's on there just in case that we need him. I think I'm going to try and rest him ready for that next match. Let's crack on with things, let's try and get ourselves 3 points, and hopefully we can stay in front of Man City. Okay, let's crack on with things straight away at the King Power Stadium. Let's see how we get on. Good chance now for Demarai Gray. Got to close him down better than we have done, and they've scored. Not good enough at all. I think is it Mahrez there on the right hand side that scored? Seemed like it was with that sort of left foot on him, and it is. It's 1-0, 10 minutes in, Leicester take the lead. Not good enough defensively there at all. Don't know how Mahrez has managed to score from that angle either. Should have closed him down properly with the full-back, we haven't done. Van Dijk steps up, doesn't win it back off Gray. Then we don't see Chan come and cover. For some reason, Robertson isn't marking Mahrez because he's trying to cover that central position himself. So, yeah, very disappointing defending. We're losing the game 1-0. Not the start that we wanted. Henderson over to Firmino, takes a touch, shoots, maybe a deflection, hopefully a deflection, yes, there we go. Out for a corner, Henderson now going to deliver, let's try and hit the front post with Firmino there, heads over the bar. Good chance, really good chance for Mahrez, who shoots, scores, 2-0. Double the lead there, and that's very disappointing again. We've just been done down the left-hand side, our left-hand side, their right, and it's Mahrez who gets through and shoots. This time on his right foot, makes it 2-0, that's his second of the game. And we are going behind in this match at the moment, which is a bit strange. Don't really know why this has happened, but you can see Okazaki holding it up. We don't win it back off him. Robertson doesn't mark Mahrez. He allows him to run through, and it's a comfortable goal in the end. So, yeah, don't know what's going on with our defending. Leicester have had 2 chances and they've scored them both. We've only really had one ourselves. Chan over to Robertson. Robertson running forward now into Firmino. Turning, shooting, blocked. Thought it was going to be a goal there as well. Out for a corner, and let's try and do something with this. We'll go short, I think, to Shaqiri. He's going to now try and fake shots and go for a cross. Okay, it's a good pass actually to Chan, who can shoot, and saved. Maybe should have volleyed it. Another corner here, going to play this one short to the edge of the box. Lewis Cook going to look for a delivery into the back post here. Overhead kick, oh, just wide. What a chance as well. Who's done the overhead kick there? Because he's not too far away at all. It's a great ball in from Lewis Cook. That sort of set piece seems to be working for us a little bit, or at least seems to be bringing us some success anyway. I just want to check who that was. Might have been Salah, but it's difficult to tell. I think it was Salah. Let's have a look. Lewis Cook with a little dink, and yeah, Salah tries the overhead kick. Just wide. The connection isn't quite right. Firmino turns his man really well. Oh, blocked again. It's another corner. Another chance to try one of those. No, not even a corner. Okay. Okay, half-time. I'd actually forgotten we were losing the game 2-0 because it really does feel like we're in control of this match and that we are dominating, and I probably have expected us to be just about in front here. I mean, if not a draw. You can see the amount of shots that we've had compared to them. They've had 2 shots, 2 goals. We've had 7 shots, 4 on target, 0 goals. So obviously they've just been very clinical with our chances, and we haven't really done anything with ours. Firmino through to Chan. It must be a goal. Chan shoots and scores. Pulled her back really early on in the second half. It's not the greatest of finishes from Chang, because it does get a slight save, but it's what we needed. It was exactly what we had to do, is get a goal early on in this second half, and we've done it on his left foot, bundles it past Schmeichel, 2-1, back in this game now. Okay, first change, Mane to come on. We're going to take off Lewis Cook. Shaqiri will move into centre attacking mid now. Just pushed him slightly further forward, 25 minutes to go. Obviously a little bit worried still, because we are losing this game, and it certainly hasn't felt like we should be, so I'm a little bit concerned at the moment. Got to try and get ourselves another goal, though, to get us in a better position to go and win this game. No way, thought they'd scored. So close. Another corner. I don't know where it's taken a deflection there. Another corner to defend their first couple of opportunities of the second half, and they've looked a bit of a threat here. Salah, ball through there to Firmino. Good chance for him to get running. Going to come back inside. Look into Salah here. He's got some time to shoot. Off the bar. Followed up by Shaqiri. Is he onside though? Yes, he is. It's 2-2. We've equalised. And Shaqiri follows up really well. Was worried that he was offside. In fact, I was pretty sure he was offside as well, but it doesn't seem to have been given. And so Salah there has managed to create something as well. Look at this cutback though for Firmino. Eventually finds Salah. Shaqiri steps over it, but follows it up into the box. Heads off the bar and in. 2-2, back at level terms. And yeah, it's fully deserved as well. And let's try and get ourselves a winner now. About 15-20 minutes to go. Henderson now with a chance to shoot. Go on. Oh, deflection. But saved by the goalkeeper. Salah now going to follow up for another cross. Ball into the back post for Mane, who gets there, but saved by Schmeichel. Starting to pile on the pressure now. We're looking good. Just got to make sure we don't get hit on the break. Firmino, ball through there to Mane. Still looking for a third goal. Mane going to have to shoot himself. And saved by Schmeichel. And Chan's going to try and follow us one back up and look for another chance if we can create one here. Good opportunity, but again, too many bodies around the ball. Mane's won it back, still going. Got to try and keep hold of the ball here into Salah, who again is blocked. Still going, and how many bodies are being thrown at us there. Defending for their lives. We're still keeping hold of the ball though. And we're looking to try and get a third still until we lose it there. Good chance. Oh, my days. They've scored. Saved by Alisson. We've been so in control this game. I've just got a feeling they're going to get something late on. Got to just clear this one away. Go on. Just about. There we go. Finishes 2-2. We should win that game. We should just about win it anyway. You could say maybe it's a fair result that's been 2-0 down, but I still think in terms of the performance we put in, the chances that we had, we should have won the match. We haven't. We've dropped 2 points. We allowed Man City to potentially overtake us if they've won their game. But you can see that, there we go, 14 shots, 9 on target, only 2 goals. Whereas they've had 7 shots, 3 on target, and still scored 2 goals. So, yeah, a little bit frustrating for us there. Just weren't clinical enough, it's as simple as that. They were. Some play drills this week, and we got Brewster there going up to 63 overall. That's great news, flying up in his attributes there. Lewis Cook not doing so well this week, but I think we'll probably change it around next time. Let's just take a look at how we're doing in the league table at the moment, in the group, I should say, in the Champions League. We're currently on 1 point, actually. I forgot we'd only played 1 game, so that means that we are in an okay position. We also still want to be top of the group if we can, and we've got a game just to try and do that in a couple of days' time against Copenhagen, who haven't got any points yet. So hopefully we can beat them. Hopefully then Sevilla can do us a favour and maybe draw, or in fact, no, I don't really know what I want, to be honest. I think a draw will probably benefit us the most. Okay, this is the team we're going to go with for the game against Copenhagen. Alisson starts in goal. We've got Klein, Van Dijk, Matip and Tierney there in defence. Lallana, Wijnaldum and Henderson in midfield with Mane, Roberto Firmino and Salah as our front 3 again. So yeah, this is the match I've gone with as well. We've got Gomez, Alexander-Arnold, Milner, Chamberlain, Sessegnon, Shaqiri and Ings all on there. So plenty of good options for us. Let's wait to see how we get on. Try and get ourselves 3 points. Hopefully then end up top of the group, but again, depends on other results. Okay, then here we go for this game against Copenhagen. Let's see how we get on, try and get ourselves a victory. We should be beating this team, it's as simple as that really. With the team we have out and the team they have out, we should be winning. But we haven't been in fantastic form in terms of our goals that we're conceding anyway. We haven't been in great form. We've been playing some good football, haven't quite been taking our chances. Been struggling still to adapt to the difficulty at times, but again, you'd still expect us to win this game. Just got to try and put in a better performance. Mane, over to Firmino. That's good from him. Got to try and carry the ball a little bit now. Coming back inside. Still a chance for him to play through Mane. Good. Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Great play. Was not expecting that to go in from such a tight angle. But Mane scores 1-0, 6 minutes in. What a pass from Firmino, but what a run from Mane, and then a great finish as well. Gets him in between the goalkeeper and the post, I imagine, unless it's gone through the goalkeeper's legs. It was difficult to tell from the angle we were at. We'll take a look at the replay here, see whether we can find out exactly what has happened. But it's a great ball through. All happened so quickly, but it just going between the keeper and the post. Should defend it much better there at his near post. He just can't get his leg to it. 1-0, and we're taking the lead. Ball in there to Mane. Good chance for him to shoot again. Saved by the keeper. Needs to be followed up by Salah. Henderson tries to get involved as well, but cleared. Good chance there. Ball through to Salah. Still running, trying to get a shot away. Oh, punched straight by the goalkeeper. Half-time winning the game 1-0. Was hoping to have got a second in the first half, but hasn't quite happened just yet. We might have to try and do that if we can in the second half, try and double our lead, because we are struggling a little bit to get in front by a few goals in these games at the moment, and so that will help us massively just in case that we do end up conceding. Good chance again. Oh, I can't allow him to shoot like that. Luckily it's wide this time. Just about did enough in the end, but didn't get tight enough to him to begin with. Allowed him to run freely at our defence. Klein into Firmino. Now over to Wijnaldum. Good chance. Can he get a second? No. Saved. Should score that. Really good chance. He'd ran through. Just couldn't quite open up his body enough to get that shot away and into the bottom right-hand corner. Going to play this one short is Henderson here to Mane. Got to be a good delivery, please, Mane. Come on, into the back post. Headed back across or past it to the keeper. Should have been headed back across and that would have been a good chance to score. First change, Henderson off. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to come on. We're going to drop back Wijnaldum a little bit. And Oxlade-Chamberlain go play to centre mid. Henderson's played quite a lot recently, so we are going to give him a bit of a rest for the final 20-25 minutes. And we'll see how we get on. Chance here for Salah. Got a great opportunity to run at the defence. Now they're throwing more players forward. Salah's still going. Going to wait for Firmino. Chance for him to shoot. And again blocked. This is ridiculous. Why can't we get a second goal? This game should be over by now. Second change. We're going to bring off Lallana. Bring on Shaqiri instead. I'm going to put him as the centre attacking mid now. Oxlade-Chamberlain will drop back a little bit. And I think what we'll do actually is put Sessegnon on instead of Salah. A little bit controversial, but we're going to go with it. Sessegnon performed brilliantly in the last episode, got himself a hat-trick, so I think we've got a decent enough reason to do it, to be honest, if he can perform like that off the bench. It's got to be it. Blow your whistle. There we go. 1-0 victory. It's 3 points for us. It should be more convincing than it is. We should have got 2 or 3 in this game. Again, we haven't quite scored as many as we should, and it's something we're having to work on at the moment. It's obviously down to the difficulty. We're creating and having a lot of chances, but it's getting blocked most of the time, to be honest. Every single shot feels like it gets blocked. Or saved, and so we can see we're having 9 shots 8 on target. To only score 1 is pretty poor. They had 0 shots on target, so they shouldn't have really threatened us too much, but there was 1 or 2 at times where they went forward and maybe could have done something, just didn't quite have enough quality to execute it properly. But there you go, we've won the game, 3 points. Hopefully that takes us somewhere above 3rd place. Let's have a look. So that means us and Sevilla will both be on 4 points, I think. And I think it's frozen. That's not good, because then we lose the progress of that match. Yeah, it just isn't loading for some reason. Well, may as well play this then. Okay, so because the game didn't load up properly and it froze, unfortunately, on that page that you saw a moment ago, that means that the progress wasn't saved from that match, which is really frustrating for us, because obviously we got ourselves a victory, we got ourselves 3 points, and this has happened before, I think a couple of episodes back. I don't know why it happens occasionally for some reason. We are therefore going to sim the match and hopefully try and get ourselves the same result, and we will sim it, continue to sim it until we do get ourselves the same result, just so we can get ourselves the 3 points. And we've lost that game 2-1, that's not good. There we go, 2-1 victory there, that will do, and we'll take that rather than obviously the 1-0 victory that we got. It does mess around with things slightly, but it's not going to be too much to really affect anything too major, so hopefully we don't have any injuries or anything like that as a result of it. It doesn't seem like we have, but we get ourselves the 3 points as we deservedly got, obviously, from that last game. Let's crack on with the game against Newcastle now. Still 2 more matches to play, game against Newcastle, and also the game against United as well to finish off today's episode. Looking forward to both those matches, will be really interesting games. Let's see how we get on against the Geordies in this match. And then we'll see how we get on against United, obviously the huge rivalry in the final game of the episode. Jordan Williams, a bid in for him from Doncaster. Again, we're just accepting all of these, but they end up breaking down anyway, so there's not that much point. If it doesn't end up happening this time round, we will release them. Okay, to the game against Newcastle. Alisson starts in goal. We've got Klein at right back, Van Dijk, Matip and Tierney there in defence. We've got Lallana, Wijnaldum and Henderson in midfield with Mane, Roberto Firmino and Salah as our front 3, of course. This match I've gone with Gomez, Chan, Cook, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Sessegnon, Shaqiri and Ings all on there. Gives us plenty of options, only going with 1 defender because Gomez can play anywhere across the back 4, so that's obviously very helpful for us. Let's see how we get on, try and get ourselves 3 points and try and get ourselves into 2nd place ahead of United, our rivals, and get ourselves in the mix. Obviously we don't really want to be dropping points here because then that obviously puts us a couple of points behind United and then 4 points behind City, and we don't really want that sort of gap this early on. Because we are trying to compete for the title this season. As much as I think our target's maybe a top 4 finish, I do want to try and finish and get ourselves the league title ideally, but I mean, more realistically, I think top 3 is something we have to be really sort of seriously pushing for. Okay, then here we go for this game against Newcastle at St James's Park. Obviously a massive match for us. It's a really important game against a big club. Obviously on paper we've got a better team than them, that's obviously clear, but it doesn't necessarily mean we are going to get ourselves a victory. We haven't quite managed to score as many goals as I was hoping recently, and so we do definitely need to try and improve from that side of things and make sure we don't slip up and drop points here. Henderson into Firmino. He turns out still going here. Now chance into Wijnaldum. Shoots and saved by Darlow. And we'll probably go out for a corner, I think, here. Good start to the game. We've looked lively. Had a couple of chances. Newcastle not being out of their own half, I don't think, yet. We're going to play this one short to Mane. Is he going to get himself a delivery into the back post? He tried, but well blocked. Good chance here for Hosselu. Well played. Allison who comes out. I think it was Slimani who played it into him. Good chance for Newcastle. I was worried for a second. Firmino into Wijnaldum. Oh, gets tripped up. It's got to be a penalty. The referee's surely given that. It's a very bizarre one and very, very fluky, to be honest. It's against Newcastle quite heavily, is that one, because he's clearly gone for the ball and just tripped up by accident. But was it inside the box? That's the big thing. Hopefully it was, but I've got a feeling it might be a free kick, judging by the way everyone else has reacted. Yes, I think it will be. It's frustrating. Oh no, it's a penalty. Okay. Oof, well, that's good news, but we've got to score it first. Firmino to step up, try and hit the bottom left-hand corner if he can. Go on. Yes, he does. Perfectly in the corner. 1-0. There we go. We've taken the lead. And it's deserved. We're starting off this game really well. Yes, we've got a bit lucky with that penalty, I think. He gets tripped up. It's accidental. He's gone for the ball and it hasn't quite worked out for him very well there. He gets a booking, does the defender, but we've managed to score the penalty, which is the most important thing. It's Firmino there who slots home into the bottom left-hand corner. 1-0. Short corner. Matip here to try and cross it in. Oh, thought it was going in. It turns out it's miles wide in the end. But it was heading in the right direction from at least my angle. There we go, half-time, winning the game 1-0. Obviously great to be in front and have taken the lead. We do need to try and build on that again. We've got to try and score some more goals. We can't just rely on penalties to be able to score goals. So we've got to improve on that still. We haven't quite managed to find a rhythm. We've had some chances. Obviously, you can see more chances than Newcastle by far, but still not quite good enough, really. We do need to try and get a second and third goal at least. Klein now looking for Mane on the overlap. Mane's got to try and pick somebody out in the box. Chance for Firmino to bring us down and shoot. Saved by the keeper. Salah will follow up and go for another cross. Back into Mane, but headed away. And again, struggling to get another goal. But I think maybe the crosses just aren't really working for us. Might have to look at coming a bit more central, trying to pass it around here in those sort of areas a little bit more, because we're not really winning the headers. Mane coming inside to chance here. Going to turn and shoot, and he scored. There we go. It's not a fantastic goal, but we'll take it. He turns and shoots and doubles our lead, does Wijnaldum there. Good bit of play from us this time round. Also, like I said, not a fantastic finish or anything like that, but we managed to keep holding the ball nicely, play it centrally. Was going to try and go for another cross with Mane, but I decided to come inside this time round. You can see I was going to turn there, then came back in, played the pass. He just turns his man pretty easily and manages to find the left-footed strike into the back of the net. 2-0. Henderson, switch it there to Salah. It's a great pass from Jordan Henderson. Going to have to again try and look for some sort of cross if we're going to try and do anything here. Mane coming at the back post, but acrobatically cleared by the Newcastle defender. All three changes, 10 minutes left of this game. Sessegnon, Chamberlain and Cook all to come on. We'll take off Henderson, Wijnaldum and Mane. Salah will go over to the right-hand side, and Sessegnon obviously going over to the left-hand side for the remaining 10 minutes. Just to kind of rotate things around a little bit. Obviously there's an international break, so there's no need to rest players or anything for the next game, because there's plenty of time off, or at least for most of them anyway, who won't be going. There's plenty of time off for them to rest before the next game against United. Let's see how we end this game. Hopefully try and get a third goal still. Wow, that's different. Jesus. There we go. The game finishes 2-0. Got ourselves a clean sheet there as well. Happy obviously to get the 3 points. Takes us up to second place. And we get a little bit closer to Man City. We've obviously overtaken United before we're due to play them as well. So an opportunity if we were to beat them to go a little bit further ahead of them. So yeah, very impressed with that performance. Again, you should really be getting 3 or 4 goals in this game. Hasn't quite happened once again, but there's certainly a lot of room to improve when we go forward. We've got to try and be a bit more clinical with our chances. But like I say, there's still a lot to do to improve as we go through the season. We're only entering October now, so we're not actually that far all the way through. So there's plenty of time to try and change things and get the team scoring some more goals. Okay, this week we're going to do some different play drills. Woodburn and Chan this time round. We're going to do that for another couple of weeks, hopefully. See some progress, particularly with Woodburn. Hopefully we'll see him start to go up after he gets a couple of weeks of training under his belt. Chan also got Player of the Month as well for last month, which is a bit surprising. Probably wouldn't have given it to him. I don't know who I would have given it to, but yeah, I didn't really expect that. And Jordan Williams' transfer talks break down. Okay, we're just going to release him. We are that desperate to get rid of him. We're actually going to pay 156 grand to get rid of him. He's transfer listed. He only had 9 months left on his deal, so we're happy to let him go. Some more play drills this week, and this time we see Woodburn go up to 67 overall. Fantastic news. Obviously, it did seem like it was going to be happening pretty shortly, and it has. Hopefully we can try and get up to 70 now, so it's going to be a few more weeks of training, I think, maybe even until the end of the year, to try and push him up to 70 overall, because I think he's got to be the player that we focus on, try and get him into the team a little bit more often. Okay, to the final game of today's episode against Man United. This is a team team going to go with. Just one change from the last team that we put out. Chan comes into the side, and that means we have dropped Lallana to the bench. That's the only change, literally just to try and help us win back the ball a little bit more in this game. Has Matip gone down overall, or has he always been 83? It was 84, but there you go. The rest of the team is exactly the same. The bench is also, I think, exactly the same, other than Lallana's on there. So we're going to go with that, see how we get on. We'll make some changes, I think, for the next game, next episode, which is, I think, against Sevilla in the Champions League. So that's in about 3 or 4 days' time, where we will have to make plenty of changes for that. We'll bring the likes of De Ligt and probably Lovren as well, who's complaining about his lack of game time. But we'll wait and see for that next time round. But this is going to be the final game of today's episode against United. Big rivalry, big derby. Hopefully we can come out on top. We're currently, I think, 1 point in front of them. We can obviously extend that advantage to 4 if we are able to beat them. But it's going to be very tough. Sanchez there on the right-hand side is going to be playing for United. Okay, here we go for this game at Anfield against United. Let's see exactly how we get on in this match. I'm hoping for quite a lively game. Obviously, we usually get quite exciting matches in this fixture, but we'll wait and see whether that is the case. We've got to try and score more of our chances. It's got to be more clinical, because United obviously got some good players. Zlatan starting up front in this game. So, yeah, that will be very interesting to go up against. Chan into Firmino, back to Chan, he's running through on his left foot now. Chan shoots and saved by David De Gea, cleared away by, I think, Chris Smalling. That's a really good chance for us, probably the best one of the game so far. We've got them on the ropes at the moment, but again, not being clinical enough, and that's going to cost us. I can just feel it again in this match. When they go forward, I imagine they're going to be pretty clinical. Henderson straight into the box this time round. Firmino's in there, good connection, saved by De Gea. Go on, Salah. Into that post for Mane. Oh, just about gets there as well. But I think Daley Blind just nudges him slightly, puts him off, and now it's out for a corner. John Henderson to deliver into the box. Matip's in there, heads it into the back post, and cleared away again. Played Salah, wins it back for Firmino. He's going to shoot early. Oh, just over the bar. Hits the top of the goal as well. That had a lot of dip on it. I thought it was just about going to go in as well, but hasn't quite in the end. Had to take it quite early because no one else was really around to support him. Couldn't take on the rest of the defence, so took the early shot and just over. Half-time, still drawing the game 0-0. We are going to do something at half-time here to try and change the game a little bit. We're struggling for ways to attack. We're not really breaking it down properly, so we are going to do something that maybe you wouldn't expect me to do. And we're going to swap Salah and Mane round and try and cut inside now as opposed to going for crosses or going to the byline to try and cut it back. So that's what we're going to try and do. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I guess we'll wait and see for the second half. Okay, so we've just injured Lingard, and our punishment is Pogba comes on to replace him. That's not good. Go on, Mane. There we go. Gets past Daley Blind. Sadio Mane's still going. Going to cut this one back into Wijnaldum. Really good chance. Oh, thought he'd scored. Just hits it wide. Still remains 0-0. 25 minutes left. I thought that was going to be the opening goal, though. Really good opportunity. Can't believe we've not hit the target there. That felt like the chance that we had to take, and we haven't. Yeah, well played, Chan. Bit of a mess in there, but we're going to have the ball here. Chan still with a good opportunity. Wijnaldum shoots and saved by David De Gea. What a save with his left hand as well. Out for a corner. Just over 15 minutes left. We've got on the ropes once again. Got to try and take a chance here. John Henderson, ball goes in and headed clear. No one even went for it. First change, Wijnaldum's going to come off. Shaqiri to come on. There's about 10-15 minutes to go. Got ourselves a free kick as well. It's in an okay position. Quite far away. It's just whether we can pick somebody out to actually play it to. We've got Van Dijk in the middle, going to hopefully try and make a movement towards the ball there. Really good ball into it. Van Dijk got there as well, but what a save by David De Gea to get down to it and prevents the goal. So close again, just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. Again, we've had the better chances than the opposition, but we've yet to get the goal. And that's something that's been missing a lot for us recently. Shaqiri now has the ball into Mane. He's a little bit behind him. Back to Shaqiri. Over to Salah. Has to be. What a block again. This can't be real. This is unbelievable. Is it David De Gea and the defender that block it? Or is it just De Gea? Oh, I think it's the goalkeeper that saves it, isn't it? Crazy. How have we not scored? Henderson to deliver. Another good ball in. Salah's in there, but beaten to it. Firmino going for a ball into the box. It's a great chance again. Chan has to win it. Mane's in there. Can we finish it off? Saved again. This is ridiculous. How many times is David De Gea going to save United? 5 minutes left of the match now. Still looking for the goal. Henderson to deliver into a similar sort of area as before. And David De Gea will get there and punch it out as far as Shaqiri. Still a chance for us to do something until we lose it. There we go. The game finishes 0-0. No idea how that's happened. Well, I mean, I do actually. David De Gea's kept him in it. That's how it's happened. We should have won the game 2 or 3-0. I mean, we've had loads of chances once again. It's the same issue throughout the whole of today's episode, but we can't seem to score. We can't be clinical enough. They've had 1 shot, 1 on target. Man United have had that in this game. We've had 17 shots, 7 on target. And yet we've still not scored. The exact same amount of goals for both of us. 0. and really disappointing. From a scoreline perspective and points perspective, obviously, you know, drawing to United isn't that bad, but if you look at the actual performance, it should be a really comfortable victory, and it's not. We've got ourselves a draw in the end. So, yeah, very disappointed, but it's the same issue time and time again that we can't seem to solve at the moment. We've done really well for the start of this season so far. It just seems to be this episode, and sort of creeping a little bit last episode as well, where we couldn't quite score as many of the chances, but particularly this time round, we don't really seem to have been as clinical as we are usually. So, got to try and look at that against Spartak Moscow in the next game in 3 days' time, and hopefully try and get a few more goals there. And we've got ourselves an injury there. Matip is out for 3 weeks with a sprained ankle. Don't know when that's happened because don't remember him getting an injury in the game. Maybe he's got an injury without us even knowing about it, but he's out for 3 weeks regardless now, so we are going to have to change the centre-back partnership for the next couple of games. But that's everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Less than 100 subscribers away now from 17,000, so I'd really appreciate you going ahead and clicking that button. Also, don't forget you can follow me on Twitter at GameFaceHD and on Instagram at GameFaceHD as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.